How has Norfolk Southern handled their disaster?
I think absolutely terrible. I was told to evacuate my home. They told me they were going to do an air quality test. Never got a call back. 3 times, 3 different agents from that number said they were coming to do an air quality test.
I don't think Norfolk is owning up to what happened.
Probably about 10 minutes after the evacuation was lifted, the first train went through. And so it was just kind of a slap in the face. We felt that all they were worried about is getting the trains running.
I think they handled it really piss poor, really. I mean, I feel like they're just trying to hush people now with all that $1,000 inconvenience.
They better start getting the tablet out because they're going to be responsible for a lot. I hope that they are held to be responsible for a tremendous amount. We don't know what's going to be down the road.
And so these people are fed up, as they should be. Not showing up is bad, but showing up just to lie to these people's faces is even worse. And that's exactly what the Ohio EPA did last night. And they showed up to the town hall just to lie to everybody. Luckily, primetime caught them in the act.
Would you drink the water here?
Yes.
You would? Why?
I'm drinking it right now because it's been tested, and we have all the results back today. We've tested it for all the potential contaminants.
You guys personally did testing?
We worked with the contractor, but the county health department personally did testing as well.
Then why are the fish dying in the creeks?
We're talking about the drinking water. The drinking water is groundwater from a system about a mile away.
So you're not concerned about the creek water possibly leaking into the groundwater? There's no cross-contamination
We are
issue?
evaluating all. We're getting more data on the streams. We are testing.
If like a child were to go and play in the creek, do you think that that would be a harmful issue for them?
Until we have more information about what is in the streams, I wouldn't recommend people play in the creek.
So the water is safe to drink, but it's not safe to swim in. How safe is this water anyway?
Let me just show this to people. I don't know if you're going to see this on the camera, but watch this. Just see that chemical pop out of the creek. This is disgusting.
So that's not leaking into the soil? That's not getting into well water? The EPA isn't even testing. The EPA hasn't done a single test. The EPA is letting Norfolk Southern hire an in-house contractor, Ringer, to do all their testing. The same company who said the Gulf of Mexico was totally clean after BP dumped oil into it. Same company said the water was fine after Katrina triggered an oil spill in 2005. Same company said when a city in Tennessee was covered in toxic coal ash in 2008, go outside and inhale the fresh air. And now they're telling the people of East Palestine to drink the water. You'll like it, especially if you like the taste of vinyl chloride. How is anyone in this town supposed to trust these people when they keep being lied to, when people don't show up to take their questions, when the President of the United States tells a small town engulfed in a chemical smoke that they don't qualify for FEMA aid? Biden said, East Palestine is being treated like they don't matter. So when is that going to stop? Let's bring in East Palestine residents Lenny Glavin and Mike McKim. All right, Mike, we heard and saw the Secretary of Transportation say this stuff happens all the time, and now he's in a picture right next to Alan Shaw, the big rail tycoon. How's that make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel infuriated. The only way I'm going to feel good about anything that's going on here is when they come down off of their pedestals, come to East Palestine, drink the water, bring their kids, make baby formula, and take their kids, play basketball, and where I'm at. Right here, I'm at ground zero practically right now. I don't feel safe. I haven't seen any ground testing as far as my kids can go play basketball outside. My kids can ride their bicycles, play in puddles. I haven't seen any of it. I want to see that, and until I see that, I don't believe any of it.
Lenny, have you seen this video of J.D. Vance, the senator, stir up the bottom of that creek and watch all those chemicals rise to the surface?
Yes, Jesse, I have. That's the same creek that, I can access from my house right on that side of town. I can walk from my house through the park, through the walking trail. That trail actually goes down. Along that trail, my 3 kids, my dog, my wife, we've walked it many times, and if you keep going to the end of it, it's my parents right at the bottom of that hill. So to see him there today, digging up those chemicals was rather surreal, but it's not surreal, it's real.
Mike, the EPA doesn't even test. They're relying on the company that spilled and then burnt all this stuff all over your town to do the testing. Do you trust that?
You know, I want to trust it. I want to believe that everything's good here. But until I want to see the railroad tycoons come down here. They created this mess. They created the problem. You have to be liable for the problem that you created. Get down here, apologize to everybody. That would be a good start. It really would be. But I don't think they have the balls to do it.
No, they don't even have the balls to show up to the town hall. Lenny, are you hearing stories about them making people sign waivers and handing out $1,000 checks?
Yes, I mean, I've heard the stories. I have not took any of their money. Right now in my life, I don't want any of their money. They haven't proven me worthy to take a dime from them. I feel for the people in my community. Yeah. I have people. I know people. I know people that are hurting. Really bad. They're in a way worse situation than I am personally, and that's why I'm here. These people are struggling tonight to barely sleep, barely eat. Their kids are concerned, barely paying their bills. So I am here for them because that's what a community does. I stand behind everybody in this community. Born and raised here, and that's the last thing I want to do is see somebody like Norfolk come into my community, wipe it out, and just turn a blind eye. And last night, he did that. I emailed him the second day of this happened. And I woke up, couldn't sleep. I sent him an email, very passionate. It was kind of how I truly felt. It wasn't disrespectful. It was honest, from man to man. And he told me back he promised he'd do whatever he could. I believed it. From man to man, and last night he had a chance to show up in our community with our people. Yeah, there wasn't one arrest. Nobody got walked out. Yeah, it was
tons of police here.
Yes,
there was sheriff's department. There was local police department. There was everybody there. There was no one going to get hurt.
I think in this situation,
no way.
You got to be, if you're truly passionate about helping something that you did wrong. Yeah. Then you take every opportunity to show face and make it right.
Absolutely.
Well, the entire country has your back. Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. And we're going to make this rail company or this EPA or Mayor Pete do the right thing by this community, because this cannot happen in the United States of America. And people have to be held to their word. And we're going to do that here. And we love you guys. And anything you need, let us know. Just talk to our producers.
Yeah, they need to come here. I don't want to interrupt you, but they need to come here. Yeah. We're not bad people. We're people. A lot of people here are poor. They don't have a whole lot. It would be so refreshing for a big corporation to finally be held accountable and to finally do the right thing.
So it doesn't ever happen again, ever. It's not that hard to regulate a couple trains, I would imagine.
Do the right thing.